Hello and welcome to my studio. Step this way. Welcome to my humble office stroke studio. And the first place we're going to look at is the kitchen. One of the most important places in my little studio office. And this is probably the most important device. This is my teapot. And of course, for the morning, my coffee pot. And these two don't work unless I have the kettle. So this is where I make my refreshments throughout the day. Now let's look at my writing zone. This is the area in which I do my writing every day. I also, as you probably know, write my journal using my iPad. This is also my music station, which is connected to an Alexa, which is hidden behind the curtain. So this is where I essentially do my writing, video editing, and everything else that needs sitting down and focused work. And now it's time to show you my study area. So this is my study area. This is where I do all my late night studying. Sometimes I do go through to the house, but quite often it's easier just to do it here. If I'm taking an online course, for example, I can sit down on the sofa, move it onto the big TV screen and take notes from my iPad while I'm studying or doing the course. During the day, this is also my little dog's place where he likes to lay down and sleep in the morning, because for some reason he likes sleeping in the morning. And for those of you who may recognize this background, because this is where I was doing most of my YouTube videos from last year before I finally got my studio set up exactly how I like it. And that's where we're going now. And here is my little studio. Now this has two purposes. The first purpose, of course, is to record the YouTube videos. My recent videos, you'll probably recognize this background here, but also this is where I do most of my coaching calls, and I also do my workshops from in here too. So I have probably, I think it's the cheapest IKEA standing desk, so it's not electric. I can just wind it up and do my workshops from here. Now I normally have my own laptop connected there, connecting to this old monitor, and this is where basically all my digital communications happen. And I keep my lights open, I have a background light, so everything is just self-contained. It's really easy to get into this studio. And that's it, apart from the bathroom, which you probably don't want to see, but that's it. I have everything I need in my little studio. So there you go, that's my office space. Now I should point out that this was all inspired by Charles Darwin and Winston Churchill. If you do a little bit of search online, you can see pictures of Winston Churchill's study and Charles Darwin's study. I think you can also find Einstein's study as well. They didn't call them home offices back then, they called them the study. Or maybe that's just a Britishism. But the beauty of Winston Churchill and Charles Darwin's studies is they had, inside that room, they had different areas for doing different kinds of work. So I've got my writing area, I've got my recording area, and I've also got my study area. Three things that are actually very important to me. Now, I know not all of you are blessed with the advantage of being able to have your own office space. But if you ever do get that opportunity, think about how you're going to use your space. You know, where are you going to do the majority of your work? Where are you going to have a place to sit down and just relax? And perhaps in my case, I need a studio to do the videos and also my coaching calls and workshops from, and this is a great place to do it. So there you go. I hope you found this brief video helpful. I hope you found it inspiring in some ways for you to create your own space going forward. Now, if you want to learn how I actually planned out this room and discover which app I use to do it, then this video here will show you everything you need to know.